If your offer isn't selling and you're sitting here going, why? Why is it not selling? Is it my messaging? Is it me? Is it the offer? Is it my ideal client? Is it the strategy? Today, we're going to figure out why it's not selling. Hey guys, I'm Rachael Weaver, your host of the Be You Babe podcast. Please like and subscribe and come back every week because I love sharing this content with you and really helping you with your messaging, getting it out into the world because it is so needed. Okay, so I have a lot of experience with offers that don't sell, both clients as well as my own. And that's really hard for me to admit that I have had stuff that doesn't sell because I feel like as a copywriter, things I write should sell, right? And this whole episode is going to help you figure out why it's not selling because that's the struggle I had for a really long time. Why didn't it sell? Why? The messaging I feel like was on point. Is it the offer? Maybe it's the strategy. Maybe it's me. Like figuring out what it was, what is everything. And I want you to have these tools in your tool bag so that when your offer isn't selling or isn't selling the way you want, you know why that is. And you're not left spinning your wheels. You're not left wondering what the hell to do. You have the tools to figure out why it's not working and then what you can do to fix it. So super excited to get in this. Okay. It's really simple because we're going to ask some yes or no questions and we're going to work our way down the list. Okay. Number one, I want to have you say the affirmation, things are always working out for me. Life is happening for me and not to me. Super important. Your mindset above and beyond human design, everything is going to determine how things work out. Your mindset is it's like ground zero. It's the most important thing. If you're stressing that this will never work, I've been there. It's not going to work, right? So trusting that everything is always working out for you and this experience of an offer not working is for you. It's for you to learn something, for you to understand something about yourself better, about your audience, about what you have to offer. It's for you, not happening to you. Okay. So number one, get that out of the way. All right. Question number one. Does your offer align with your vision and or your mission? And just to clarify what your vision and your mission is, right? Because they're interchangeable, I've noticed online. And your vision is where you want to go. How do you want your life to look like? What are you trying to manifest within your life in the big picture sphere, okay? Your mission is how you want to serve and who you want to serve. Thinking of it as it is my mission to serve and help service-based entrepreneurs, healers in particular, understand their messaging in a deeper way. That is my mission. My vision is that I want to live in the mountains and I want to work part-time. I want to homeschool my kids. That's the vision. Okay. So you don't have to have your mission. I didn't figure out what my mission was right away. It took a long time. The vision, that even took some time, to be honest. It comes faster, I think, than mission sometime, right? So does this offer align with your vision? Does it work with what you want for your life? If you're offering something that's super time intensive and you have a vision of not working that much, it doesn't align, right? It's not actually going to get you what you want. And that could be the reason that it's not working because your higher self is like, heck no, man, this isn't going to get us where we want to go, right? I will say if you're struggling with your vision, you do have to throw some things at the wall. I did this in the very beginning with several different types of businesses, affiliate, MLM, right? To figure out what I actually wanted and to figure out what that vision was. So don't feel bad if you don't know what your vision or your mission is. It does take time, but if this foundation piece isn't in place, it's really hard to figure out what to offer and what's going to light you up. It's going to feel like, I don't know, I could offer this. Like, that seems kind of exciting, right? But there's nothing grounding it into who you are and where you're going. So question number 1, is it aligned with your vision and or your mission? If the answer is yes, go on to the next question. If the answer is no, stop here and figure out what your vision is or your mission and go, okay, what would align? What type of offer? What do I have time and energy for that aligns with my vision? Okay. So question number 2, this is where we get to be brutally honest with ourselves. Brutally honest. Why do you even want to offer this? Are you excited? Is this something that came from you? Or is it something you think you should offer? Or that someone else had success and that's how you think you should do it too? Brutally honest with this. I've fallen into the trap of offering something because I think I should, or because I am following someone and they're offering something similar and I was like, oh, that looks really cool. I want to offer that too, right? Not how it works. That won't work. It won't sell. Every single time I've done that, it hasn't sold, hands down. So brutally honest with yourself. What do you truly want to offer? What is the thing that is lighting you up, that's leading to your vision and your mission? That's like, oh my God, if I don't offer this, I'm going to go crazy because it's so good. It's so exciting. Like, yeah, right? No matter what your type is, that's where we want to be. So being brutally honest with yourself. Is it aligned in that way? Answer is yes. Great. Go on to question 3. If it's not, go back to the drawing board. What is? What is something that is deeply aligned? And I will be honest, sometimes after coming off of an offer that you should be offering, right? And you're like, crap, that's not it. That's not what I want to be offering. There is a bit of a lag time. And I always ask for guidance. I always do deep inner work of trusting my guides, trusting myself. What do I want to be offering? And there's a lag time in when that appears. Sometimes it's a day or two, sometimes it's a week or two. It takes time for that to come in. Like if you're a manifester, it's waiting for that urge to come through you and not pushing when it's not there, right? If you're a generator, a manifesting generator, it's again waiting for something in your reality to respond to and that makes you go, oh, yes, oh, I really want to do that, right? If you're a projector, waiting for that invitation of somebody to ask something, or maybe it's a friend saying, hey, why aren't you offering this? Or why aren't you doing this? Waiting for that invitation, somebody to see you and recognize your gifts before going out and creating an offer, okay? Using your human design strategy and authority to figure out what this offer is and what is aligned. I will attest to this takes patience. This takes resolve that I'm going to live by my design. And in the moment, it can feel terrifying, but it always pays off. It's always like, shit, this is the offer that really pops off and really does well. Okay. It's worth the wait. It's worth the alignment every time. So you've answered yes, right? To yes, this is 100% aligned. I'm ready to go. It matches my vision and my vision, or my mission and my vision. We're moving on to question 3. And this is my favorite question. This is my land of love. Are you crystal clear on the transformation? Can you talk about it really easily and nail in exactly what your ideal client for this offer? I will say this doesn't have to be the ideal client for every offer, just this one specific one that's not selling. The ideal client for that. Can you speak to exactly what they're experiencing now, what they want to experience? And can you articulate your offer in a way that is super easy for you to talk about, as well as like clear and concise and tangible and specific for your ideal client? Have you done the research too? Have you surveyed? Have you sat down and talked with your ideal client? Do you know what's going on in their mind to be able to sell to them? Have you figured these things out? If you haven't, this is the area that's stuck. This is your ability to articulate the transformation, your ability to hook people. It's your ability to articulate the massive value of what you do. If it's not selling and you're like, I haven't figured that out yet, this is where the sticking point is. Okay. And if this is a no for you, like I haven't done this, an audit is the best thing to do. An audit by myself that I'll drop the link is an audit by someone else, another copywriter, somebody that can help you look outside the trees, right? When you're in your business, it's that you can't see the forest through the trees. It's somebody that can look at what you're offering and offer feedback on the hook, offer feedback on the benefits, offer feedback on the transformation. And are you really identifying who your ideal client is for this offer? They will be able to do that, especially a good copywriter. If your answer is, heck yeah, I've done all that. I know exactly what I'm talking about in really specific terms. I can articulate it to the nth degree. I fucking love it. Let's go. Then the fourth question is, it's the marketing strategy. And I want you to notice that the strategy is the last thing that we're looking at. The strategy falls at the bottom. If you've got everything else in line, then the strategy is the next piece to look at. Do you need a webinar to sell this? Do you need to do a workshop? Maybe you need to put it in front of a different audience or a different type of audience. Really looking at the specific masculine strategy of how you're selling this. We're not going to sell one-to-one with a single post. I just want to say that. You're not going to sell it with one single post. It's all of your content adding up. It's the strategy it's like from start to finish, the whole thing. It's not one single thing that's going to sell it. What is the strategy behind selling your one-to-one? If you have a high ticket one-to-one, you need to have a strategy to sell that. So, okay, great. You've answered yes to all the other questions. The strategy then is just finding someone that knows high ticket one-to-one strategy. Finding that person that you resonate with that can help you with that, then and teach you how to do that, right? If you have a hell yes to all the other questions and you're selling a group and it's working, right? Then it's finding someone that can help you with the strategy of group, okay? And how to fill your group spots really easily. If you're a yes on the strategy, if you're a hell yes on all four of these questions, and you're like, Rachel, it's still not selling, then it's lag time. It's the universe catching up with you. You just need to keep going. Keep fucking going. And it will pop. It will, if your mindset and all these four questions are in place with hell yeses and on point, you've had the audits, you've done all the things, keep going. Keep going and it will work, right? It's done. It's done. It's done. So I hope this answered some questions as to why something's not working, where you can pinpoint what's not working from the foundation up. Okay. Going through this when something doesn't work, I always find it. I always figure out what the problem is, without a doubt. So that's it, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me this week. I so appreciate you. Please leave a comment. If this resonates, if it helped you in any way, shape, or form. I absolutely love sharing this with you guys and spending this time with you. So thank you so much, and we'll see you next week.